Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Please do me a favor. If you're coming on, hit that like button, hit that share button. Make sure my reception is good. Hit that like button, hit that share button, and tag Lolly Dolly everybody and let them know. Ramonepreston, he is live right here on this beautiful Saturday here in the beautiful Buckhead community of Atlanta. Good afternoon, everyone. If you are coming on, joining me live today for our week 1 90-day challenge check-in, please put in the comments what city you are watching me from. I would love to know what city you're watching me from. All you have to do is put it in the comments. Really appreciate all of you for being a part of our 90-day challenge and for giving my team and I an opportunity. All right, I see I'm here looking at my I'm trying to look at some of my chat room here on our streaming system. So I see Morrow, Georgia's in the house. Put in the comments what city you're watching me from. Please do so. I would love to know where you're watching me from. And if you have any questions, I'm gonna do my best to take a look in the chat. So whenever you send a message, whatever platform you're watching me on, whether it's Facebook, LinkedIn, or YouTube, when you put a comment in the chat, we're able to see it from my dashboard here. Houston, Texas. Shout out to Houston, Texas in the house. Please put in the comments what city you're watching me from today. We're live right here in the beautiful Buckhead community of Atlanta. And this is week 1. This is week 1 of our 90-day Millionaire Blueprint Challenge. I'll go over a little bit of our challenge with you for a few minutes, and then I'll share some things with you today that you can be thinking about and putting to use as you prepare for week 2 of our challenge. So again, I want you to tag somebody. I want you to hit the like button, hit the share button, and if you would be so kind, put in the comments what city you are watching us from today. I really appreciate it. And my hope and expectation is that if you have signed up for our 90-day challenge, that you've taken this first week to do your due diligence and you've done some math on where you are and what exactly you want to do. So also, I would love to know how many of you have a goal to hit the $1,000 saved in 90 days? How many of you are on the $1,000 challenge? Maybe you're on more, but just put in the comments if you can, what level of the challenge are you working on? Are you on the $1,000 level? Are you on the first month of household expenses, 3 to 6 months, 6 to 12, or the 40% rule? Or maybe you're investing. You have a certain investment goal within the next 90 days. Good afternoon, Miss Clancy. Miss Clancy, JBC Enterprises is in the house. Appreciate you, Danielle, Verinda Williams. I appreciate all of you for coming on, and appreciate all of you for. Okay, we have 1,000. Someone, Danielle, she's on the 1,000. So Danielle and anyone else who has signed up for the challenge and you're working on your $1,000, hopefully you've done the math. Okay, Kelly said she's on 1K right now. That's good. So hopefully you've done the math. Hopefully you were able to do the math on your 1,000. If you did, you probably realized that in order for you to hit your $1,000 goal in 90 days, that's about $333 a month. So that's 333 times 3 for the next 3 months. If you broke it down into 12 weeks, that's $83 a week. So that means this first week, you need to put $83 up. You need to have $83 up. Maybe you're just a even person that you just put 100 up. But remember, if you did your due diligence, there are a few things that you should have followed me on. Number one, you should have an app like mint.com. This is an app. You should be using a financial management app, and you should have already set up some type of budget. Veranda 1000 challenge as well. You should have set up a budget. Mint.com is a very good financial management app that you can use to set your budget, to put what your income is every month, what your expenses are that you know of, and how much is left. You should have also opened up a savings account if you didn't have one, so that now in week one, you could put the 83 up. Maybe you work every 2 weeks and you get paid bi-weekly. So that means next week you'll get paid and you will put up what? 83 times 2. 83 times 2 is at least 166. But again, if you are getting paid bi-weekly and you're on the 1,000, your goal is to put 1,000 up in 90 days. I wouldn't wait to do it once a month. Even though you could do the math on what once a month, I would do it at least once every week or every 2 weeks at best. Because remember, you're trying to build a muscle. You're exercising. So if you wait once a month to do it, you're just not building a muscle, because you're only going to build a muscle 3 times in 90 days, where I would prefer to do it every week. Like my wife and I, we're on the 40% rule. We went back to the 40% rule. That's what our challenge is for the first 90 days of this year. And so what we decided to do was we opened up a new savings account. We already have savings account, but we wanted to just open up a savings account just for the 40% rule, not for emergencies, not for reserves. We wanted to do one just for the 40% rule, because we want to psychologically not necessarily just trick ourselves, but we want to psychologically build the mental muscle of putting that money away and not even thinking that money exists. Okay. And we didn't want to mingle it with other money we have saved. So the 40% rule is putting 40% of our income aside. So we opened up a separate savings account and we're doing it every week. So now 40% of our money every week goes into this account. And my wife, she likes to manually do a lot of it. So again, if $1,000 is your 90-day goal, that's $333 a month for 3 months. But don't do the once a month, because you got too much time for mistakes. You got too much time for things to happen. You want to jump on at least the $83 a week, or if you get paid every 2 weeks, that's $166. So if this is your week that you get paid every 2 weeks and you know you don't get paid for another 2 weeks, then you need to do the 166. But if you can do the every week, you want to be able to look back and say, wow, I've done this 12 times in this 3-month window and I have $1,000 set aside. So that $1,000 is going to mean more to you because you've rinsed and repeated a process 12 times. It's powerful because that's what this challenge is all about. All right. So I appreciate you all sharing that information. Now, if you tracked through the Millionaire Guide, I don't know how many of you were able to get all the way through it, but our 5-step Millionaire Guide shows you the 5 steps that we teach and we educate people on using. Okay. So I just want to go over them very quickly so you can understand them. So step 1, these are the 5 steps. This is our 5-step Millionaire Guide. And this is like a financial plan. So if you don't have a professional financial plan put together, you can literally use the 5 steps as a financial plan. Now, if you have a business, you have to blanket this over your business so that what you're doing personally plays into your business, okay? Or your job. So step 1 is to save $1,000. And that's what the basis of this challenge is on. Step 2 is to actually pay off consumer debt. But remember, I told y'all, Remember I told you, you should not be focusing on paying off consumer debt until you at least have $1,000. And while you're on this 90-day challenge, if you happen to reach 1,000 before the 90 days are up, don't go to step 2 in the Millionaire Guide. I want you to go to step 3 and to either save 1 to 3 to 6 months of total household expenses. That should be your next goal. So I hope we're clear on that. This is week 1. You got 11 more weeks left. If your challenge is to save the $1,000, and for some reason, if in week 4 or week 5 or week 3 or week 2 or this week, you already have the 1,000 already saved, don't use the regular 5-step millionaire guide that you would use outside of this challenge. Stay in the challenge. Use this window as a time to build your muscle, and instead of paying off consumer debt, go to step 3 here and save either 1 to 3 to up to 6 months of household expenses. Okay, step 4 would be your 40% rule. This would be your 40% rule. And some of you, if you're entrepreneurs, you should be trying to save 6 to 12 months of total household expenses. And step 5 should be for you to either invest in your business or in another business. Okay, so I just want to make sure everybody's clear on that. The goal is $1,000. If $1,000 in the next 90 days is not a challenge for you to save, then what you should be doing is saving either 1 to 3 or up to 12 months of total household expenses. That will be a challenge for you. If that's not a challenge and you already have that money saved, then go to the 40% rule. This is what my wife and I are doing because we've already saved 1,000. We don't have consumer debt. We have no consumer debt, and we've already saved 12 months, more than 12 months of household expenses and even for our business. So we're on the 40% rule. But again, you don't get here if you never do this here. Because there was a time I had to figure out how to save $1,000, and this same plan that I'm giving to you is the same plan that I had to use. This is why I'm giving you the plan. And if saving 40% of your income for the next 12 weeks is not a challenge, then you need to put a certain amount aside to say, I'm going to invest that money, which most people don't do that. I was on the phone with someone the other day, and they were telling me they got 1,000, they don't have debt, they got months of expenses saved, and they said their biggest challenge was really the challenge of saving 40%. Okay, so that's what I want to make sure we're on. Now, very quickly, by the way, if you have any questions, just drop the questions in the comments. I can read the comments if they come through the chat here. If you have any questions, you can just drop it. But hopefully you've gone through all of the modules in the course. Okay. If you didn't, and you're just watching me and you jumped on here and you don't know what I'm talking about, go to Ramonepreston.com/90. That's all you have to do. Go to Ramonepreston.com/90. Ramonepreston.com/90. If you go there, you can sign up for our 90-day challenge, and you can get access to all of the courses that we have. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can pull them up real quick. I'll do a quick web search, Ramonepreston, see if I can pull it up. .com. Let's see here if we can pull this off while we're live. /90. All you have to do is go here, Ramonepreston.com/90. No, it's not coming up for me. Maybe it's because of the number instead of the wording. I think I tried that last week before. So anyway, for those of you that are challenged to save $1,000 for 90 days, okay, let's just assume you don't have no extra money. You're living on all of the money that you make, and you spend more money than you make because you have more expenses than you have income. What are some things that you can do? Well, if you are a W-2 employee, one of the first things you need to do as a W-2 employee is you need to revisit your W-4 form. Okay? This is a strategy that everyone who's looking to increase their income and who's looking for more money, this is one of the strategies that you should do. I have this strategy and this recommendation inside of the 90-day challenge modules. I even have other courses in my Millionaire Blueprint to teach you step by step how to actually do it. But this would be something that you should do if you are a W-2 employee and you just do not know how to find $1,000, okay? If you are a W-2 employee and you don't have the money and you're trying to figure out how in the world am I going to save $83 a week when I don't even make enough money on my job to pay my bills, well, you should revisit your W-4 form. Studies show that 80% of people who work W-2 jobs, they pay too much in income taxes, which is why every year within the next month or so, people get income tax returns because they paid too much last year. And so if you readjust your W-4 form and revisit it, what will happen is you will have more take-home pay, and that will be an increase in your income. That's an increase in your take-home pay. And instead of spending that increase, you put that increase aside. Now, of course, there are other strategies that you should attach to making this decision. It should be a 1099 network marketing, affiliate marketing, or maybe just an entire business building strategy you want to connect to it because you don't want to end up owing taxes next year, but that's still not a reason for you not to do something, okay? So you can always revisit your W-4 form. If you are a 1099, a W-2 employee, or even if you're a business owner and you're trying to figure out how to find $1,000, well, 1099s and business owners can't revisit their W-4 because they're not W-2 employees, but everybody can implement the strategy that I call the sell-off strategy. It's called the sell-off strategy. I love this strategy, and I always encourage my students and clients to do it. This is the sell-off strategy. I actually have an entire course in my Millionaire Blueprint called Creative Cash Flow Strategies. I don't know for those of you that are on my Millionaire Blueprint if you've taken that course, but in that course, I share with you different strategies. One is the income shifting strategy, which are W-4, but another one is the sell-off strategy. This is actually called the item sell-off strategy. And what this strategy is, what does is, it challenges you to take all the items you have that you know have monetary value and sell them. It's simple as that. Anything that you own that has monetary value, okay? Anything you own that has monetary value, even though it might have holding value, there's a difference between these two. But anything that you have that has monetary value, forget about the holding value. Here's the difference. Items that you have, it could be jewelry, it could be equipment, it could be furniture. You could go on Marketplace and sell it. Someone just told me how they were on Marketplace and they made over $1,500 just putting items on there. So you can do this stuff. You can sell this stuff. And if it has holding value, what that means is you want to hold on to it. But I would rather have cash to set aside to hit my goal rather than have all these items in my house and I'm broke. It's crazy how many people have stuff in their house. They got extra cars. They got stuff in their attic, in their mama house, in their basement, in their garage, and instead of in their closet. And instead of selling this stuff so that you can have cash set aside, you want to hold it because it has more holding value than monetary value. The item sell-off strategy. You should sell everything, including the stuff that is bolted down. You should unbolt it and sell it. This is a powerful strategy. If you got too much jewelry, sell it. You can always go back around and buy more jewelry. Don't get caught up on all this stuff that you own. Whether it's equipment, whether it's computers, whether it's TVs, technology, get rid of this stuff and get your money right. Okay, it looks like we're already in a recession. It looks like a lot of the markets and industries are changing, and you need to be taking not just this year, but probably the next 2 or 3 years to really focusing on your income. Okay, so the item sell-off strategy is a powerful strategy that you can use if you're trying to find that $1,000. Okay, here's another strategy. It's called the independent service strategy. All of these strategies I have in my courses, and I teach you how to use these strategies. The independent service strategy is just that, your independent service. So you might not have products and services that you can sell, like coaching or consulting or whatever those different types of products and services are, or hoodies or hats or shoes or clothes. But guess what? You got this. You got time and you got effort. You need to sell some of your time and you need to sell some of your effort. This is how you sell your time and effort. It's called independent service. Today is a Saturday. You could take 4 hours today and sell those 4 hours with your effort to support somebody. Maybe they have a business. Maybe they need some paperwork done. Maybe they need things printed out for next week. Maybe you know how to do hair. Maybe you know how to do nails. Maybe you know how to cut grass or paint. You got to figure out ways to get that money. But again, if you set the goal, let's say you set the 90-day goal for 1,000, and you know this is $333 a month, which is $83 a week. Think about it. If you sold some of your time on one of your days off, you could probably make that $83. You might not even have to work a whole day, but you have to put some type of strategy together. You can't just go through all these next 11 weeks and say, oh, I'm gonna get that 1,000. No, how are you gonna get 83 today? How are you gonna end this first week with $83? You need to be figuring this out today so that when you get into Monday, you've already gotten that 83 locked and loaded. So that's the independent service strategy. Another strategy I call the indefinite. It's called the indefinite scale strategy. It's called the indefinite scale strategy. And the reason why it's the indefinite scale strategy is because it's about you scaling things that you might not own, but things that you can use. So what are some things that you can scale? You can scale a referral program. Maybe it's just somebody who has products and services that they're willing to give you a referral fee if you bring them business, okay? It could be a network marketing. This is a MLM. That's a good indefinite scale strategy because you can scale quick through people, through networks, through products and services that are not dependent on you. A lot of them are e-commerce products or digital products, okay? What are some other ways? Commission-based. Maybe you need to find out if the job you work on, the company you work for, if they have a sales department, and if you can learn how to sell and if you could get a commission. Or maybe you just need to find a job that gives you a commission. Like I offer a commission to my employees no matter what role they play. If they can make money and they can bring business and they want to do it for a commission, we're going to make that happen because we're going to train them and we're going to give them the game and we're going to show them how to make it happen. So I just gave y'all four strategies right here. I gave you 4 strategies you can use to get the $1,000 or whatever your goal is. Hopefully you took good notes and you have them. Okay, so what was the first strategy? We called it the income shifting strategy. You do that with your W-4. If you're a W-2 employee, you can shift your income and have more take-home pay. The other one was the item sell-off strategy. So that means you sell everything that can't be bolted down, and if it's bolted down, unbolt it and sell it, okay? What was the next strategy we talked about? The independent service strategy. Sell your time and your effort. Like somebody will literally pay you $10 to $15 an hour just to help them file paperwork, just to help them process payments, just to do some work for them 2 or 3 hours a day. Like you can make this money and you have a certain dollar amount that you know you need. If you broke that up, that's $83 a week for 12 weeks. All you need to figure out is how can I do one of these things to make $83 or to make the whole $1,000. Okay, and then we have the indefinite scale. So you need to find products and services or relationships that you can scale in order to get that money. So I hope you learned something today. This is a 1 week check-in. I told y'all I was going to do my best every week to check in. We launched this 90-day challenge 1 week ago. We're 1 week in. My hope and expectation is that you have $83 at least set aside, accounted for. If your goal is $1,000, if your goal is 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, whatever your financial goal is for the first 90 days, you should divide it up per week and have that dollar amount set aside by today, okay? If for some reason you don't, because you haven't been able to make any money or extra money, you're already scrapped, then guess what you should be doing? You should be implementing one of these 4 strategies. The income shifting strategy if you're a W-2 employee. Revisit your W-4 form. If you don't know how to do it, reach out to me and my team. We will work with you. We have courses, we have video tutorials, we have documents, we have forms. We can mentor you, we can coach you, we can consult you, we can help you through this. We've done this for countless people and we do it every day, so we know it works. I've done it for myself. My wife and I have done it. That's how we got to where we are. Second strategy, item sell-off. If you have things that have monetary value, forget the holding value, sell it, and then wait until the end of the year, some other time of the year, and buy new items again. But you need to get that money. And don't tell me you can't. I know someone, I just talked to them last week. They went on, I think, Facebook Marketplace, put some household items on there and made $1,500, and the people came and picked it up from their house. They didn't have to do nothing, and they made $1,500. So money there. Sell a couch. I don't care what you sell. You need to do something to get back in the game of making money. Sometimes you just need to go to the pawn shop and sell something just to get that win again, just to get in the habit of making new money. The independent service strategy. This is about your time and your effort. You might not be good at everything, but you're good at something. Maybe you only know how to make cookies. Well, make cookies and sell them so that you can make your $83. Like if you made cookies or cakes or pies and you sold them for $5 a whop or whatever, or $10 a whop, then you just need to sell 8 to get your 83 or 9. But you got to figure out a service strategy. And then you have the indefinite scale strategy. Find referral programs. They have companies online that will give you links, affiliate links that you can use. And if people click on there and buy something, you get an affiliate commission. Maybe it's a commission job. You need to learn how to sell. I have sales courses on my Millionaire Blueprint to show you how to put a script together, how to market yourself. Maybe you have a business, but your products and services are not selling. You might need to connect with somebody like me and use my products and services and sell. That's why I have a licensing program. So all of this is good information that you should be using. I look forward to hearing feedback from you. I look forward to seeing your success, celebrating your success, and I want to help you. My team and I, we want to help you. We want to educate you. I want you to understand these business and financial concepts the way I do. How are you going to understand them the way I do? You have to get on my programs. You got to train and study, and you got to make the investment. So for all of you that are watching, if you are part of my 90-day challenge, I'm giving you access to my Millionaire Blueprint today for $125. You should have already gotten an email from me. So for $125 today, you could get access to my Millionaire Blueprint. That gives you at least 30 days to figure out how can I make my $125 back, and how can I make my $333 for my $1,000 challenge. So think about it. You could pay $125 today, get access to world-class millionaire strategies that I have in my program, and I guarantee you whether I can guarantee on public platforms or not, I'm going to tell you, I guarantee ain't nowhere in this world you will be on my Millionaire Blueprint, watch videos, train, study, deep dive into these principles and concepts. There's just no way in 30 days, just from $125, there's no way in 30 days you won't learn how to make at least $458. I guarantee you, if you just readjusted your W-4 as an employee, you're going to bring that much in probably a month, depending on how many taxes you paying. There may just be one item you can sell to make that. There may just be one tweak you need to make with your business, with your products and services to get one customer or one client to make that. So if you're interested in taking me up on that $125 a month offer, this is a payment plan offer that we don't regularly do. You can't go to my platform and click any button and pay $125 to get access to my Millionaire Blueprint. You're the one that needs to text me today. Text Millionaire. If that's you, I want you to text Millionaire to 404-478-7213. And my team is already prepared to give you access to my Millionaire Blueprint for $125 payments. So that's like, okay, I can pay $125 and I got 30 days to figure out how can I make my $125 back that I paid Ramon to have access to all his millionaire strategies, and I'm gonna figure out how I can make my $333. All right. So I appreciate you. Thank you for joining this week one check-in. I hope you got some value. If you need anything from us, you have questions, or if you want to take me up on this offer, because I'm not going to keep this offer open, because I know we have a lot of clients who pay the full $1,500 to get access to this program. It's a powerful, very informative, valuable program. It's probably worth $10,000 and we have it at $1,500, but I want to do that for you because I appreciate you following me, appreciate you taking the challenge, and I want to give you as much information as I can. Okay, so text Millionaire to 404-478-7213. So with that being said, we're going to end today's check-in. Please put your biggest takeaway in the comments. Let me know what your biggest takeaway was from today's show. And also, I want you to post something on your page that I shared with you today and use the hashtag Millionaire Blueprint. Hashtag Millionaire Blueprint. Thank you. Have an amazing weekend. I'll be back here Monday on the Ramonepreston Show. That will be 12 o'clock noon. Eastern Standard Time, and most likely, I don't know if I'll be able to get on next Saturday. I might be able to at 4 for week 2 check-in, but if you're on my email list, you'll get all the emails. So have an amazing Saturday, Sunday, and have an amazing next week. And I hope you all got something out of today's